Yeah, sorry all. Okay. I set it for like 1 hour 15 minutes. I don't know why it hanged up.
It's set for 40 minutes, Nagendra, so that's why it's ended.
Okay. Yeah. Let us wait for just 2 minutes. Yeah, let me share my screen. So let's proceed. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. Yeah. See in the else if condition, so we can keep like any n number of else if conditions. Okay. This is condition one. This is condition two. Okay. So else if condition two, condition three. So likewise, those many, I mean, n number of else if conditions we can place. Yeah. So I mean, we can place the n number of else if conditions, but it is like else if else condition is also like we should be place. Where is this mouse cursor? I think it is invisible. Yeah. So this is else condition. Okay. So how the execution behavior in this else if in the sense. So there will be going to be takes place one statement execution in the if and else if. Okay. So any one statement execution. Okay. I don't know what happens to it. Yeah, I mean, let it be. So, I mean, any of these if condition, I mean, if condition or either else if condition, either else if this or any of this. So, if any one statement is being executed, then rest of these else if conditions won't takes place in the execution. Okay. So, in the else if ladder, there will be execution of any one statement. Okay. Same in the else block. Okay. So if the condition is not true, anyhow the else block is getting executed. But if we have like ten if and else if conditions, in the 10 if else conditions, any one will going to be execute based on the condition. But how it executes in the sense, it will be checking the first if condition. If getting true, it will execute the subsequent statements. If this condition is false, again looking for else if condition. If this is done, then it will execute that and will skips the remaining else if blocks until unless like to get it execute. I mean to get the condition gets true, so it will look for all the if conditions whatever we have given. If at all condition is not true for any of the mentioned conditions, then it will go into else block. Okay. So I mean keep it remember. So if condition only executes any one condition statement. Okay. Even though if we placed multiple conditions, it won't take all those executions. Whatever the statement gets true, those block of statements only will get executed in the else if ladder. Okay. So any doubts, any confusion? Let us walk through this compiler level. Okay. See. Yeah, 1 minute. See. See what I will do. L- Let us keep something. Yeah, just I will take this. Uh, I will take this series. Okay, series. Okay, series. As of now, I will place none. Okay, none is also another keyword we have. So just to have the variable empty with clean, we will be placing none. Okay. So now if series equal to, so 70, print, so 70 series. Just it is like any series number I will display. Okay. The same way else if condition I will keep. Else if, now the statement, I mean this space is also important. Okay. So series equals to 80, then like 80 series. Okay, comma series I will print just for namesake. Now else if series 90, okay, then I will print 90 series. Okay, so I have kept three conditional statements. Let us keep one more thing. So series equal to 20, print like 20 series. Sorry. Else if at all any of the condition not satisfied, not true, then by default, so it belongs to which series? It belongs to series number. Oh, what series? I can say belongs to series. In between that, see here, I would like to print that the series over here. How we can say F series. So it belongs to whatever the series. If I gave 60, it belongs to 60 series. Okay. So yeah, let us now, if I place the manually the code here series number, anyhow it will takes that and will print out that respective condition statement. It belongs to 60 series. Okay. So now I would like to, I mean, you got this right. Like, let me check with this 80 series. Okay. So it will takes only whatever the condition gets true. It will checks that and will print that only. So it won't consider all this. So just will execute any one of these if statements. That's it. One time execution only. Okay. 80 series. So series belongs to series. Now, I mean, one more little interesting point here. So what else if we need to take this value dynamically? So there is a method called input. This input will be taking the reading the inputs from the keyboard. At the time of execution, it will ask for the value. Okay, let us observe here. See, input, if I run this one, it will ask the value. I will be giving 20, enter. See, it belongs to 20 series. Okay, why? Because this is being matched. Okay, now, but we didn't clear it, right? Is it asking the input value or how? Then in that case, we can place some string. So enter a series value, series value. Okay. Now if I run this statement will be like print on top of this one, and then it will like suggesting us to like print something value. I will place 10. Then if we enter, automatically it will get into execution mode. So it belongs to 10 series. So I mean, like this is the value. So how we can print it, and how we can compose this if conditional statement and if statement. So, but the if statement, whenever the condition is true, then only it will get the execution block. Okay, otherwise it won't. Okay. So is it clear?
Yeah.
Mm, thank you. So what is this one? So this one, this method, so it will be like help us to read the inputs from the keyboard dynamically. So we'll read input from keyboard. Okay. So we no need to mention manually values and all. So it will dynamically like we'll read that and will assigns to the variable. Okay. So and one more thing, by default it will be considering, see, string type it will consider by default. I want to check this input. Okay. See, let us see. Yeah, enter a value 30. What type of value it is? String type. Okay. But if you need to change this, I mean, you please like address this one. The input, this input method, whatever value you will be giving from the keyboard, it will reads it. That is fine. But by default value, the data type it is considering of string only. Okay. See, observe this one. Now, how like do we need to change this one? So we can use this int of this. Okay. See here 10. See what we have here, like integer value we have here. So then I mean we can typecast it like whatever the data type we would like to do it, we can convert it into respective level. So this is one thing. Okay. It will read input from keyboard and with the data type of string. Okay. So yeah, 1 minute. Think it is I mean if you didn't get any of these points, so you please ask me, so I will let you know. Okay. See. Shall we do one exercise? See, the exercise is about what we can say, but it requires not in. Okay, yeah. Let me walk through this. Okay, but it requires another for loop also. So yeah, we'll discuss tomorrow about the exercise. But for loop is required to have for this discussion. Yeah, let me walk you through the for loop also. Okay. So now so I mean if condition statement, so we have done. So if condition, if statement is done. If anybody have any questions at any time, you can ask me. So and then let us walk through this for loop. Okay. So for loop. So it is like iterative kind of execution we will be observing. Iterative means like looping. So it's a kind of keep on executing until some condition gets failed. So here until condition fails. Condition fails. Okay. How the condition fails, we'll observe in the execution part. But what is the syntax here? Like the same, for loop is the keyword. This is the iterator. This can be any variable or anything, any value it can be. So this is the like key point. It will which will make us to bring the values at every iteration. Okay. See, for example, if we had 10 records or 10 values, so each value we need to be traced. So how we can trace, or how we can traverse, or how we can read, in the sense, this variable will bring up that each value at one time. So with this only we can read that iterative wise the values per iterator. And this is the in, it is also fixed one. This is the like target or something, range or whatever. So wherever the value we have, and from the source or target where we would like to keep the records or bring up the records to notice. So this is how like the syntax it is. Again, this is the same key colons. From here, like four indentation spaces. From starting on here onwards, it will we will be like bringing up all the statements. What is the end of the for loop? Until starts here. If a statement getting start here, then it says that for loop is over till this statement. Okay. So the same, like again the same behavior. So body of the, I mean scope of the statements. So for the for loop, the same. So until to equivalent statement to the for loop. So before that statement is like all comes under the for loop only. Okay. So let us take a look here. So I mean we have another method range here. In the for loop we will be using this range. So range is a method, it's a function. What it does, it will be like giving us a kind certain level of range values. Okay. So starting it from I mean this range method, this function will takes parameters. Okay. One is start position. This is range end value. But this one always consider the range function end minus one value. Okay. As the list index it starts with 0, so the same range will start, I mean end with minus 1. Why? Because this by default start position is 0. Default start position is 0. Okay. See, that's why, so it starts with 0 by default. That's why it will always end minus 1. For example, if we have the range numbers of 5, that means by default it starts with 0 and ends with minus 1. That means 4. Okay. So, I mean, nothing strange here. The reason starting with 0 is the n minus 1 rule it will consider. Okay. So, and this is like fixed one. The end minus 1 is fixed. But we can give the start position from the point wherever we requires it. If we didn't mention, it will directly by default consider from the position of 0. And if we mention 1, comma, it will starts with position at 1. Okay. By default 4 it will consider minus 1, end minus 1, range minus 1. Okay. We can give 2 3 whatever like start position is. So we can declare, but this one is always end minus 1. Okay. So we'll observe in this here. See, for example, consider if we would like to print the numbers starting from 0 to 9. Okay. Or 0 to 10. How the for loop looks like. For So this is the iterator. The iterator can be anything. I will keep a. So, and this is the again the syntax of for loop. This is in. This is the target. Here like we can use this range. So range. It takes the start position and the range value. So what we request the ten numbers to be print. So always it's consider range minus 1. I mean end minus 1. That means I will give 11. So that 11 minus 1, 10. So we can print till 10. I didn't mention here start position. So print to print that value, each value, this is the iterator which will bring up every iteration wise the values, right? So what I will do to access those iterative way of values, I will print here. That's it. So it will starts from 0, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3 until 10 it will print this. So we'll see this one in the console. So take a look here for A in range 11, print A. See 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. Okay. I didn't mention start position. That's why I directly took as 0. Now I will mention start position 1. See. Okay. Till 10 it prints. So I will mention 2. 2 onwards it will print. Okay. Clear? So this is the like variable. It can iterative variable. It can be anything. So uh, iter, iter is another keyword. Like ABC we can give, but we make sure to use this ABC so that we can access that iteratively. Okay, whatever the iteration it comes, will print up. Okay, is it clear? So starting from 1 here. Okay, okay. See, this is how it behaves. So for loop is like that's simple. Like we can say that's it. Okay, but we can see that like wherever the possible ways how the for loop can be used. These are all like we will be seeing. So and post this one. So for example, I mean yesterday we had discussed about the list, right? So what we can say emp list, okay, consisting some values. So for example, I will say some marks, okay, 10, 20, 30, 40. Now if I want to print each element of this list one by one, how we can do this? So we can do this for, okay, for mark in marks. Okay, this is one method. Like we will be like keeping this one over here, and inside of this one a iterative variable we will be using. Basis on that one we will try to access each element of the list. See, print mark. I will say like yeah, mark this one. See, I don't want to see this. I will comment. I will run. Yeah, what it is says syntax error. This one is not required. Okay. See, if statement is in comments, so like Python interpreter won't consider that for execution. Okay. See marks. So one by one, it got printed. Okay. So yeah, this is how like we can do it. One thing. So this is one by one we have printed, right? So through indexing also we can able to print it. Now if you see, observe here, I will be make use of range condition. So m in range of length of the marks. This length function what it does, it will be giving the length of my list. So length, marks list length, this one. Okay. This one, what it does, see, check this print. Okay. So list length, I will comment here. See, what is the list length? Length elements of 4. Okay. So this range is requires integer number, right? I will pass this list length. I have this. I will start this. Okay. So what it prints now, m variable will start printing from 0. See, observe here. Sorry, it throws error. Why? Because I missed this colon. Enter, place this. Okay. See, it starts 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay. Now these are all the indexes of list. Okay. Now through that index, I will print that each element. How we can print it through index? This is the list I have. See, I am changing here. Just now I am printing each element by using the index in the for loop. The indexes how I can able to access by using this range function. This end value I have passed by knowing the length of this function. Okay. See, this length I am passing in the range function. So the range is starts at 0th index and to -1. That is 4 length I have. That means -1, 4, -1, 3. So 3. So it starts with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. So each m prints starts with the 0 to 3. The same index I am printing here. I mean, I am using it to access the list one. Okay. Access using list, using index. Okay. What is the index? Index value is this one and element. Index is this one and then comma core element is. Okay. See, now if you print here, you see this, like this is the index or else, yeah. I mean, this is direct m value and I have used this index for list accessing. And let us comment it. We have clearly in this statement itself. Okay. See, access using index is 0 and element at index 0 is 10. Okay. Let's print this one before getting it print. See, anybody, any confusion? Marks list is. Okay. So this is the marks list we have, and this is the indexing through we are accessing it. Before it, this is the direct for loop. We can call it on the marks. And if you would like to access it through index, this is the another method, another approach where we are using this range function. Okay. And inside of this range function, we pass the length of marks list elements, that is 4, and it starts with 0 and it has printed starting from each element. Okay. Again, like if we want to access the list element starting at first index onwards, so we can place it here, the first element, first index starts position, and then we can observe here. See the same behavior. It avoids the accessing of 10 and initiated from the 20th element. I mean, second element, 20th value. Okay. So you please try to do some practice. Okay, I will share all of these to you. Okay. So if anybody have any questions, you can ask me. I will let you know. Okay. Yeah, there is one interview question. Like find the remove the duplicates from the list. Okay. See, I mean, I will erase all this. Okay. Or else I will keep this comment. And let me walk you through this here. See, what is this? I mean, we have one list. So what is like L1 is my list. It has same like 10, 10, 20, 30, 30, and 40. Okay. Now the question is like, so remove duplicates. Okay. Remove duplicates without using any function, built-in function, without built-in method. Okay. This is the like most interview question in Python in D basic level. They will ask in L1s. Okay, how we can use this one? So the same for loop we can use it to implement and to avoid the duplicates. And the same in method we will be using. How we will be using? See, you clear with this question, right? So we should make it remove, and this need to be removed. What I will say? I will say result list. Okay, result list equal to this one I will keep. Okay, what I will do, so I will try to I mean to remove the duplicates, I need to read all the values. So how we can read it all the values? By using the for loop. For loop. Okay, so I will say k, or anything we can say here, in L1. Okay, now yes, I got this value. Okay, now I will check this, is this present in this one? Okay, so for the first time it won't be present any value. If element, say, if element, this is the logic how we need to implement. If element present in result list, that means like avoid insertion, avoid insertion, insert insertion, insertion. Yeah, I mean, don't, please avoid, excuse me for spelling mistakes. Yeah, if element not present, if element present in the list, so then avoid, I mean, don't insert such element, don't insert such element. Okay, if element is not there in the list, so insert it. Okay, so I will keep that I mean statement here. So we have element here. Okay, if this element, if k, this element is not in result list, what do we say then? We should insert. How we can insert? This is the result list, result list dot append. What element do we need to append? This element. Why? Because this is not exist in the newly resulted list, new result list. Let us observe here. I have input list 10, 10, 20, 30, and 40. Okay, the result list I will declare here. Now I want to remove the duplicates. Okay, so now how we can say, first of all I should access this input list. How we can access it? We know that for I in L1. So directly I can take this element through k iterator. See, each element we have received and we have accessed it. So now how we can do this? Now we should check that condition. See, if at all the condition is I mean, if at all the element is not present, I will try to add it. Let me write it. So if k is not in result, result dot append k. This is one method. Okay. Another logic we can see, if k in result, then avoid it. If k in result, like pass. Element k is already present in result list. Okay. Else result dot append. See, first of all, let's observe till here only. Okay. Print result list. Okay. Syntax, if k is not required, if k not in list. Okay. See, if you observe, see, there is no duplicate elements in the result list. So what I will do, I will print this is the input list where we are having duplicates. This is the result list where we didn't have duplicates. See what we did. So we used for loop. We were able to access each element through k iterator. Now I am checking that element. If k is not in the result list, then into that result list append the value that is k value. This that is like these values.